The red thread of fate is a legend originating in Chinese mythology. One imagined to tie the pinky fingers of soulmates together, a mere metaphor for an uncanny link between those who are always meant to be. Though, in this instance, this thread is more like a long, thick, itchy rope that has stretched across the world of Orbis for the past century, tugging the strings of stories and lives like a puppet, before starting to pile in one of the realm's 11 nations, the kingdom of Adorath. Adorath is an area known for its arable land, contributing plenty to the trading of crops and other related goods, though the economy has taken a dip since engaging in a war with its neighbour Faerul as of late. This ongoing battle has caused an increase of crime and bouts of tension across the lands, unable to be suppressed by the reigning monarch King Hendrik. This is just one of many toppled dominoes that has led our group of intertwined travellers to the kingdom's charming capital, Belrinna, and the glorious citadel that sits in the centre. Walls of light brown and cream stones encompass your views from the front, either side of this grand silvery metallic portcullis, engraved with the king's coat of arms at the pinnacle, 2 swords clashing behind a horse on its hind legs. From this height, the maze-like oval shape of residency and businesses surrounding the hill is more than prominent, wood and brick buildings creating patterns and small alleys seamlessly between themselves. Behind the fortress is a backdrop of crop fields to the west and light woodland to the east, stretching out respectively in a visible show of the kingdom's landscape. Before you all stands a tall, slender man, with pointed elven ears and almost platinum blonde hair falling just below his shoulder blades. He wears simple, yet uncreased brown trousers, and a well-kempt white tunic adorned with a short red cape, pinned at his shoulders by a glistening heraldic badge. All of you would know this man to be the one who originally took your applications to work under Adorath's king as part of his newly found Kingdom Watch, a project and force created to deal with some lower-level crimes and ongoings within the lands, in an attempt to relieve some of the smaller issues beginning to arise. This royal advisor leads you all inside the fortress, down beautifully organised hallways lined with paintings and eventually into the throne room. As the large, pristine and gold-etched door gently swings open, the elf steps aside, lowering his head politely to allow you all entrance, greeting you all with the sight of a deep purple carpet lining a strip upwards through the room, eventually ending at the feet of King Hendrik himself. A huge unit of a man with dark raven hair, somewhat highlighted by greying strands, yet short and neat, and a beard to match. On the left side of his face there is a very obvious slash-like scar from his forehead to the cheek below his eye, made incredibly more noticeable by the off-shade pale white iris that mismatches the warmer brown tone on the right side of his face. Yet he greets you all with a hearty grin, eyes creasing at the corners, with a brief glance to the elven man who now stands at the door behind you all. Greetings! It certainly is a pleasure to meet you all. I am so glad you seem to be up to the challenge of aiding me in this endeavour. You see, with all the efforts going into our disagreements with Faerul, I simply don't have the capacity to waste my highly skilled fighters on some of the petty crimes and crooked activities occurring around our home nation. Now that's where more civilian folks such as yourselves come in, but less of that. I've heard all about the 4 of you from our dear friend Lucian over there, though I'd much rather hear it right from the source. Come, introduce yourselves. Tell me what skills you can bring to this unit. Now, if anyone wants to go first and introduce their character.
Eric steps forward. He's very full of himself. So he is a 4'10" dwarf. He looks to be like the equivalent of his late 50s. He's got a overgrown mullet and a messy beard, brown hair. He's got a scar above his left eyebrow that's sort of faded now. It's probably been there for years. He introduces himself. He's like, "My name's Eric. I used to be a soldier, so I'm the best fighter you'll ever see. You know, that's why I'm the leader of this group."
Perfect. You come. You next.
Oh god, Seraphina steps forward, slightly, what's the word for it? Wary.
Oh.
Wary. She is about 5'7", white hair, red streaks. You've got a very white and red colour scheme going on with a peculiar feather in her hair, which mismatches the colour scheme. It is blue, and then you can slightly make out a small silver pendant around her neck. Step away. Step away.
I wasn't
I think that's all. Yeah. Literally, what was the question? I forgot the question.
Just
Who are
introduce
you?
yourself. So you know your name.
Seraphina.
Girl, who
about-
are you? Hello, my name is...
No, just go like,
Hi.
I don't know. It's up to
I'm
you.
Seraphina. I don't know how I got here, I'll be honest. But, you know,
I see.
dreams and visions and stuff, I guess.
Fascinating. You, the bird next.
Okay, so peeking behind Seraphina's slightly larger frame, a small little bird creature, sort of around the 4 foot, 5 foot mark. You can't quite tell because you have to look quite far down to see her. She's a little bird person, little sort of raven-like black bird. And she steps up towards the king. You can hear her little feet sort of pattering across the floor very lightly. We don't believe in feet. We don't believe in feet. We don't believe in shoes on our feet because personally don't want to imagine little claw feet shoved into shoes. We also don't believe in feet. Her attire is sort of like robes and covered in sort of like small, shiny things. So you've got clips and sort of charms. Literal junk just covering her. Bottle caps especially, big fan. As she approaches the king, she just utters Pica, then steps backwards.
You hear him sort of chuckle at that, and he kind of nods his head. Come, you next, finally.
Through the dark shadows comes in an ominous figure. Why are you guys laughing?
No, I love it. It's so in character.
Let's finger all the lips, guys.
It comes in an ominous figure, stomping his way towards the light. He's around 6'3", 6'4", I'd like to say, but with the boots he'd become a little bit taller. But he seems very dark, and he doesn't seem very friendly, to be honest. He comes in, looking at everyone, glancing at the whole room, trying to check if there's anything to steal, I guess. Looks towards the king, and just says, "I'm Kotallo." Walks back.
Well then, I suppose you all live up to the standards Lucian set of you, some more than others, and you see him glance at Pica specifically. And then, there's he's almost smirking almost, and then he glances over at Lucian, just briefly, and well, before I send you all off on your first commission, dare I say, I'd quite like to witness you all at work, if that's okay with everyone. And without even letting anyone respond, a flick of his wrist, and you see to your left 2 wide golden doors swing open, leading to a slightly dark staircase leaning downwards. Are we going down?
Absolutely. It's a challenge to his honour. He's straight down there.
So, what kind of order are we walking in here?
I think that you should not go down first. We should let the bird go down first.
Pica doesn't really understand and goes a bit cross-eyed and sort of looking between you guys.
I suggest the bird goes down first because the bird is the lightest. So if there's any traps on the staircase, it shall not be triggered.
Are you suggesting that I would trap you all?
You said you wanted to
You
test us.
You flicked your wrist at us. I don't think that is a very welcoming hello.
It's simply allowing you all to go forward.
Be nice to the king.
Please, if it really does offend you so much, I can go down first.
To be fair, if you're offering...
Oh, screw you all, I'll go down first.
Okay.
So,
Get going.
So what's the turn order here?
Seraphina
Seraphina's
takes
going first,
confident
who's
steps.
behind Seraphina?
Eric's right behind, I
I'll
think.
start waddling
Yeah.
I'll be last to keep us
Okay.
safe from
in the
that.
shadows.
So, this stone grey staircase descends downwards, leading you all into this much more open space, akin to a cellar. It's far cooler, it's a bit dimmer lighting to the throne room that you were previously in. These dark wooden posts kind of line the walls almost, and it's adding a level of security to the ceiling. And it's just, the floor is just cobblestone. It's quite gruff, nothing particularly fancy. But around the room there are 4 leather dummies, just there. Imagine kind of a wooden kind of cross, and then it's got a leather kind of body. It's stuffed with hay. You can see bits poking out. And then Hendrik follows behind you all with Lucian in tow. Nothing particularly out of the blue. you know. And so you guys were suspicious for nothing. And I chose you. So please do all choose your own training area. I presumed it would be easier to have you showcase on an inanimate object as opposed to each other. I'd hate to instigate some bad blood upon the group at the minute. So I'm guessing everyone's going and choosing their own.
Yeah.
So imagine like there's one kind of to the left, and then one behind that, and then one to the right and one behind that. So if anyone has specific preferences,
Just whatever.
I'm walking
Yeah.
towards one.
Nearest one.
nearest
Yeah.
one. Okay. So what I'm going to get you guys to all do now, although this is normally initiative order would be used if you're all in combat with like one thing, but just to make it a bit easier, if you all like to roll a d20 and then add your initiative bonus and tell me the
Nat
numbers.
20.
Nat 20.
We got a 2!
Oh, I got a 2.
How has the first roll of the game been 2 natural 20s and 2 2s? I'm in shock. Well then,
Wait, where's my initiative?
I have not been given an initiative.
Oh, there it is.
Where's the
found
oh.
it.
Oh my god, guys, I've got a -2 initiative. Someone 0.
I'm on a 6 initiative.
hold on, let me just. So okay, right. So I'm guessing. Well, if we say Pica will go first, then just in this kind of order of things. So basically, you've been invited to just attack this dummy to show
Right.
off
Mhm.
how you, how you would do so.
Okay. So wait, did you say this floor was like cobblestone-y?
Yeah. So the floor is stony.
So I
and
can
then-
can I use like magic stone and like lift and start
Yeah. So
smacking it?
yeah.
Would that
So
work
let's say
that?
like we describe it as if like some of it's been like kind of. So what? Roll me a investigation.
Ooh, okay.
Actually, no, perception. I'll be nice. Perception. Is that bad? So if you roll d20
Mhm.
and then add your perception bonus.
I
Oh
knew-
my god! Right,
Okay,
I
I
don't
got-
even know how to like show this to the camera.
So that's where
She's
my
just rolled
D20s went.
another 20.
Yep.
So how much
Okay.
is that? Is that a 34?
And I'm
No,
adding-
no, it's not.
And my passive wisdom, right? My perception. So that's
Yeah, but either
14,
way,
So
but the 20, yeah. So
That's-
you'll see very easily
yeah.
that some of the the floor is kind of like eroded, like bits
Yeah.
of like stone are kind of like in the corners. It's kind of gross.
Mhm.
He doesn't take very much care of this room, very evidently.
Right.
Yeah, you would also notice the amount of like I guess like I don't know wood in the room. I don't know if that's anything that would help. And also you'll hear him whispering, the king whispering to
Oh, right.
Lucian about how thrilled he is
Aww.
for this. And how he told Lucian to give you a chance because you'd be able to you'd hear him talking about that because that's because I said so. So would you like to use magic stone
I
there?
would.
Okay.
So what
So-
am I using?
Have you written down?
Yes, 1d6 plus 2 bludgeoning.
So you roll your d6,
3. Okay.
3, and then plus 2, so that's 5.
Yes.
That's okay. Yay.
Does that just mean I can use my little magic rocks? Lift
Yeah.
it
So
from the floor?
so do you want to describe how it looks?
Yeah, so sort of like an unceremonious, like, drag of, like, couple of magic stones up into the air, and they just sort of fly at the dummy and just sort of smack it a little bit, and then drop to the floor again.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I do jazz hands at the end?
Yeah, of course.
Just
So you see these stones, they go flying at this dummy,
Mm.
and you see that it does pierce the, well, it depends where you're aiming, specifically on the dummy.
I feel like I can't see very high up, so sort of head height for Pica, so around sort of like the torso.
So yeah,
area.
so you see this like kind of like pierces
Yeah.
the torso in
Yeah.
some bits, just like as if not like bullet, a bit bigger than bullet
Yeah.
wounds, but it kind of
Right.
does that. Some of the hay starts to like poke out a little bit.
Mhm.
So Eric, would you like to go next?
Yes. Okay. So Eric wants to be impressive. He wants to show off. So I'm gonna do guiding bolt. I think.
Oh my god. Okay.
That sounds dramatic.
Yeah, because I don't have many attack spells, but guiding bolt seems like it would be very funny.
Okay. How does that look then? Wait, actually, do you want to roll first? We can make
4d6.
4d6. You can roll that.
Can
and then
I
describe
steal
it.
some
Oh, yeah, go
d6s from people?
Do you want to
Oh,
roll
you have
this
to
one?
roll.
I will have your
Yeah, you
d6.
can roll the
D6.
same one, but if he sees them all out, that's an.
Oh, do you roll every
Ah,
d6?
there we go. I got it.
Alright,
We need
so
every
Matt's
d6.
2 for 14.
14, okay. Perfect. Yeah, do you want to describe how that looks when you cast that spell?
Like full Emperor Palpatine, like like light bursts out from his hands and strikes it in the face.
Yeah, perfect. You hear almost like a sizzling sound. The head is like, it's like as if its brain has exploded as the haze kind of croaking out. Yeah, it's very much like, yeah,
Yeah.
right. I didn't write down the turn order, but you guys
Sasha's
got to.
next. I
Sasha's
got
next.
0.
Oh yeah, you got 0. Yeah, so what would you like to do?
Kotallo? Good question. So I would like to attack with one of my daggers.
Perfect.
I would like to sneak attack towards it.
Sneak. The dummy is an inanimate object. I'm not really sure.
Fine, I'll just show up.
I mean,
and
I don't know if
just-
that's
He
that
cloaks
stops you
himself
being
in
able.
shadows and just goes behind it.
Yeah,
And goes,
great. You know what? You can do it for flair. I'll let it work.
Oh, thank you for flair. So what happens basically is I come from the back through the dark shadows that is being casted by the not bright light, by the dim light. I come from the back. I jump onto the wall. I jump onto the wall. Wait. Okay, so I jump on the wall and I bounce off and I come towards the neck and I just stab towards the nape and the shoulder and I slash.
Okay. Would you like to roll 1d4 for me?
1d.
That's the triangle one.
A
And
4.
And then you can add 2, so that's 6 damage that you've just done there. Yeah. So you see at the bit where the wooden neck kind of connects to the shoulder pads, it does tear. That bit of hay starts to poke out a bit. Can you roll acrobatics for me?
Acrobatics.
I'll let you attack it. I should have done that first, but I'll let you attack it first. I'm being nice this round.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. No, it's fine. That was a me problem. Yeah, roll it.
19.
Okay, yeah, you pulled that off flawlessly. You get off of this dummy after you've jumped on it and attacked it.
I dust off the hay off my
So
shoulders.
much pizzazz.
Sorry.
Um,
I'm supposed to be dark and ominous. Here I am.
Okay, perfect.
No.
So that's 6 damage. Seraphina, your turn.
So I'm going to bring out, guys, the swag. Go over the sauce. Morningstar.
oh my god.
Okay.
She grabs her Morningstar, 2 hands, does a little fancy little hand action, twiddling it around, just to flex, show off. Kotallo's there. So
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
And then she just kind of whacks the shit out of it, like, and does her best.
Yes.
But you just don't know the damage yet.
Okay, perfect. Would you like to roll 1d8?
Oh my god, which one's that? This one?
Yeah, if it says 8 on
Has
it.
it got 0 on it?
No.
Has it got an 8 on it, girl?
It doesn't
Yeah.
need a
Oh
0
wait, no,
on
it does have a 0 on it. No, that's a 9. That's
That's
got
a 9.
9. Hold on.
Oh, this
it's
one.
yeah,
Okay.
this
A 6.
a 6, perfect, and then you can plus 2 to make that an 8 because of your proficiency. So that's 8 damage. So you pull that off, no problemo. Amazing. Let me just write that down. This is so professional of me, guys. Okay, so you guys, this is like everyone's this is all happening at the same time. So the king's watching. You just see him. He's like a smile, nodding. He's looking at all of you. He's pretty impressed. And we will go in for the second round. So top of the order again was Pica. So you can just attack again however you would like to.
Oh, damn, we're going in.
I know, yeah.
2?
Yeah, we'll go round 2.
Okay. Could you remind me what Thunderwave does? If that is easy to
Thunderwave,
do.
I can do. Okay, then Thunderwave. So a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna avoid smacking all you guys. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll sort of go ham with my dagger. I'm sort of. I don't really know what's happening. Just a little bird presenting with a dummy. I'm just sort of having a little bit of fun. So I might do a funky little spin and then sort of just jab at it a couple of times.
Okay.
You know, I'm just having a little bit of fun here.
That is not a
Bit
problem.
mindful.
Do you want to roll 1d4?
Yes.
And then plus 2.
4.
Yay, okay, so that's 6 again.
Oh no, 2 plus 2. So
Oh,
4.
no,
Two, two, two,
I thought
two,
you
two.
got, I thought you were on
I'm sorry,
plus
I'm
two.
sorry,
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Amazing. So, you that, yeah, again, it's a similar issue. Where are you stabbing it about?
I think I'm gonna go for the leg.
Going for the leg.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of bust into this like
Yeah.
almost thigh-ish shaped area filled with leather, and you go like stab it, and yeah, it slashes in literally no problem because I'm not going to make you roll for that because I'm being nice.
Thank you.
First time, right? Eric, your turn.
I don't want to use up all my spells on the practice dummy, so I'm gonna take my warhammer and just try and like smash it.
Okay. So you're just going at it like picking it up
Yeah.
and running at it. Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I should make you roll this down. Oh, okay, cool. If you do roll 1d8.
1d8. That's a 2.
Okay, that's plus 2, so that's a 4. Is there any way you'd specifically like to bash it?
Just right in the chest sort of
Okay.
area.
You see it kind of like, you hit it and the stuffing kind of comes out of the arms where it's kind of bursted the seams a bit. So it's like a concave kind of like bit in its chest where it's like indented from the hammer. It's not actually burst the leather, but it's like thrown some of the stuffing out. That was, what was it for?
2 plus 2 is 4.
Yeah. So it is.
Quick
Well
maths.
done.
Quite smart.
Kotallo?
Eric. Oh, right. So this time I'm not going to use anything. I think that would be a waste of material. So I just stand next to the dummy on my side and I just triple kick it. One at its knee. Whoa.
Oh my god, no, that's cool.
So one at its knee, one at its chest, and another underneath its chin, kicking the dummy.
Oh my god,
dummy up.
okay. Can you roll me? Acrobatics? We'll do that.
So this?
Yes, a d20. I'm gonna peek around from my DM screen to see.
It's an 8.
What's
Okay.
your dex?
Yeah, add your acrobatics.
To my dexterity.
And if you've got
So
a
plus 5.
have you got it as a proficiency?
The acrobatics?
Yeah.
I have athletics, not acrobatics.
Okay, so
no.
acrobatics is that? Yeah. So yeah, plus 5 then, so that will be 11. Yeah, so you get 2 kicks in. So yeah, but when you go for the chin, you don't quite get high enough, and then kind of just about land. Your knees kind of bend a bit, nearly like almost like you're going for one knee on the floor, but you save it, and then you're like, however you feel about that as a response.
It's fine.
That's perfect. So if you want to roll me, how will I? I'll let you take that as a 2 unarmed strike. I don't know if this is legal in D&D terms, but it is for my campaign now. So if
It's
you
our
just roll
test
me.
round.
Hmm?
It's our test round.
Yeah, it's the test round where I teach you how to play wrong. If you want to, you don't even get to roll. That's fine. That's just
Shame.
8. So I'll just do that as 8 bludgeoning damage then. That's fine. That's fine. Seraphina,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Okay. Sorry, I don't really know what attacks I have. I've got a little box down here. These attacks, should I just put them there so I can see them a bit better?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Yeah, cool.
But however you want to
Right.
attack your.
We're gonna bring out the second weapon I own. My 2 hand axes. And I just kinda,
Okay.
once again, whack the shit out of it because I'm a barbarian and that's my job.
Okay.
So,
Perfect. So, yeah, I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. That's legit. Is that just? I'm guessing that's just gonna be 1 attack. Wait. So if you're going with both of your axes, so how are you? How does it look? What you? Is it? You're just proper slashing.
For our
Okay.
audio listeners.
Yeah, for the audio listeners, Freya is hitting the degree in martial arts combat. No, it's not even martial arts, is it?
Yeah, I can confirm.
Yeah, I'll
the
let,
Hulk, on it, like, you know.
I cannot wait to piss off every DM out there. I'm going to count that as 2 attacks. And I'm going to let you do 8 damage because I'm being nice. Right. So, again, you know, it's looking pretty good. Does anyone have any specific things that they want to do that isn't attack related while we're in this little room?
Are we supposed to talk to each other?
You don't have to, but you can if you want to. If someone wants to initiate some like.
Seraphina looks to the king for approval. She seems quite insecure, but plays it off very well.
That sounds like a character AI response.
Sounds like a YN moment.
Regenerate.
Swiping. Yeah, well, you see, the king, if you're looking over at him, I don't think it takes a genius to see that he's just like, he seems pretty impressed. Yeah, from a glance, I don't know.
Can I have a little look around for shiny things on my
Oh my
god. On my
Yeah,
fellow
perfect.
compadres?
Roll me just perception. Yeah.
18.
And then plus...
No, not
no,
plus.
Not this one?
So perception...
Perception.
If you've got a no, you haven't. So
No,
it's
I don't
literally
have
just wisdom. So +2. So yeah, we call that a dirty 20.
I have a
D&D.
dirty 20.
So it's not a natural 20. It's dirty. It's from the ground
Yeah.
and not in a natural way. It's like someone's
Okay.
buried it there.
Right,
Someone's
I see.
buried it there.
Damn.
Little nasty,
Yeah.
freaky 20. Yeah. Well, you can see that Seraphina's pendant is quite, it's looking quite shiny there. You can see that there's clearly something on the king's person in his pockets.
Mhm.
You can also see that
Eric's got a thing around his neck as
yeah,
well.
Eric has got something cool looking on him.
Mm,
Lucian
interesting.
has got a like a silvery kind of pin picking in
Ooh.
his cape up.
Oh, this is good to hear.
There is a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so can I just say, whilst I'm looking around, there's a sort of little slinking shadow around me, which is my introduction to Felis, my feline companion. He is also taking scope. Yeah, so that's why we're having a little
Okay.
sneaky peek around us.
okay. Do you want Felis to do anything?
I mean,
We can
does
give Baby
Felis
Boy a
have
turn.
the capacity to steal a little something?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay, now what do I steal?
Well, maybe not steal, but I can at
You
least
can
get
attempt to
close
pinch
and up and
something, to
close
pinch
and up and
something.
personal with someone. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's intrigued by the little, what was it, the clip? Little back clip thing?
There's a pin.
Pin,
The pin
pin.
on Lucian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could Felis have a little sniff around
Yeah,
Lucian and
for
try
sure.
try a little grab?
Right,
Little
let me-
subtle grab.
Give me 1 minute. I'll do a little roll for Felis. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Right, okay, so
Oh,
you see Felis, he's going and he's slinking
Yeah.
over to Lucian. Give me 1 second, let me just... Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you see Lucian, he looks down instantly, and you just see as Felis looks up and just goes... and you just see Lucian kind of just like, he kind of bats down, he's like... Shh. And then you go like...
Honestly, yeah, so
and
on
then,
brand.
and
for
then
Duo.
and you see Felis just kind of like, it's almost like Felis's side,
yeah.
but like in a, like a camera,
Yeah.
just like kind of like from being really on edge to just like going back to the wall
Yeah,
and then just
okay.
coming back and like scampering back to you. Sadly, Bro did not get anything going on.
That's good. I feel like it's very on brand for the Duo.
Okay, that's perfect. Anything else, or we can just do one more round of combat, unless something crazy.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
So, for things like, if I were to give someone Blessing of the Trickster, would that be on my turn or on their turn?
That would be on your turn, I believe.
I think it's,
Let me-
yeah.
Cool.
Oh, it is an action, yeah. So as an action, you will go and touch someone
Mhm.
that you want to cast it, or touch yourself to catch it.
And that
Um,
uses a spell
And
slot?
that, I believe...
How many do I have? We didn't
I
sort
thought
that
it
out.
was
Two.
I think.
I'll write that down
I'll
so I
double
don't
check.
forget.
Yes. 2.
Another quick question.
Uh-huh.
The items that I use to, the equipment that I use to hurt my dummy, does it go away?
No.
Thank God.
Yeah, I've got the same issue.
Sasha thought that it was going to, like, despawn after one usage. Can you imagine?
There goes my dagger.
Yeah, new rule implemented, guys. I'm going to make all of your items disappear. One use only.
It's a one-use item.
I hit
Okay.
someone with my warhammer and it explodes.
I'm gonna. Oh, there we go. As an action, touch a winning creature other than yourself to give it advantage. It doesn't say if it's a spell. I might let you. No, it's a
'Cause
level,
I've
it's
got-
a level 1 spell.
I've
so
got
it would be a
healing
spell slot.
hands, so I can go to someone and
Um,
heal them.
What if you get a 1? What will you do then? How will you hear me, Seraphina?
Okay.
Minus 1 HP.
Oh,
Do you want to go into this like
Actually, yeah, I've got a
last
quick
one?
question.
Oh, questions, yay!
So, unarmed strike plus 5.
Mhm.
What's the damage type?
That would just be, I'm guessing, bludgeoning.
And then, but that's bludgeoning damage as well.
Yeah.
I've got 2. Unarmed strike +5 and bludgeoning
Yeah.
+5.
I hope you all know that
Do
your
they have,
damage would
like-
be doing so much less if I'd committed to the resistance to bludgeoning and stuff. But I'm being nice.
No, bludgeoning carries me, mate. Like, I don't want to do this. I'll just put barbarian
right.
damage.
Also, question.
Yes.
Talking about spell slots, is scaring me. Can I just use things as I want? or does,
Cantrips
like,
you can use as you want.
Okay.
That's like no problem at all. But
so I can all of
when
my
it-
things. Can I just
but
use?
Thunder Wave is a spell slot, and you get 2 of them.
Okay.
So you can only use it twice per long
but
rest.
Gust and Magic Stone.
Yeah, you just use them as many times as you
Great,
want, girl.
wonderful.
Honestly. Yeah. Is any more questions? Are we all good? Are we all sick? Okay.
Okay.
Right, Pica, do you want to go for one more attack?
Sure. Okay. Tell me if this would work. If I could use Gust to propel myself up into the air a little bit, because I'm a flightless bird. In denial. A flightless bird in denial. To sort of launch myself upwards a little bit and land some of my feet on its head. Do a little sort of little kicking action.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Great.
It's a spell, so I won't make you do that. But can you roll me? So you just want to land on it?
Yeah, just sort of give it some
I'll
little,
call that
little head
acrobatics. I'm making
kicks.
everyone roll acrobatics today. Unless. Yeah. Can you roll me an acrobatics
Mhm.
check? So that's just a D2. Okay. Have you got a proficiency in it?
In
No,
here.
so it's your dex. So. Oh,
Aha.
plus 4.
Yay.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
a 9. Okay, so I'm gonna roll to see how. Okay, well. So you kind of like push yourself up, and like you go to land on it,
Mhm.
and you kind of miss it, but
Yeah.
your like talon kind of
Yeah.
scratches it
Oh,
a bit.
cool. Okay.
Do you want to just do me 1d4?
Yes.
That's a 6. Oh, you rolled a 6.
Pica is canonically bad at math. Okay, and that extends to me. What am I rolling? This one.
Yeah.
How do I read this? Is it just a little
yeah,
point?
it's just whatever's at the top. Or 1.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, tell you what.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but I'll let you get an actual attack in if it makes you feel better.
It's okay.
So, you're okay?
Pica's just a clumsy little bird.
Okay, so what then? I will do that. Well, anyway, that would still be 5, whether I made you roll or not.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, you see that kind of like scratches, and it's like almost like a tear, like going in, and you know, not crazy damage.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if my head was the dummy head, it'd be like kind of like a along the side.
Mhm.
Nothing crazy, but respect.
Lovely.
R.I.P. Pica. Okay, Eric, what are you thinking?
I think he's gonna just pull out a dagger and try and just stab it.
Fab. Okay, so that's 1d4
1d4. 1.
plus 2. So that's
Me too,
three
man.
more
Me
damage.
too, man.
Yeah, where are you stabbing it?
I think he's gonna aim for the neck, but he's not tall enough, so it'll just be in the chest, sort of.
So kind of where this dummy's heart would be almost.
Mm-hmm.
You drive it in, and it literally just makes a slip. There's not even much. There's like maybe a few bits of hair broken out, but it's almost like the stuffing that would have been there came out of the arms prior.
That makes sense.
Okay, perfect. Kotallo?
Kotallo kind of maybe have done a slight injury from the last hit. It's okay, dust it off.
Have you taken HP off? Please
No,
don't.
no,
Okay,
no.
I just want to make sure that you're just like
Emotional injury.
No, just because he didn't land in the best way
Okay.
possible, he
Okay.
might have twisted an ankle, but just slightly. It will go off in 5 minutes. It's okay,
Don't
guys.
say that. I'm gonna make you roll like a...
No,
I'm
no.
gonna... I mean, no, he didn't.
It's too mysterious to admit that.
He looks
Like
around.
subtly limping, like
He's
no,
so
I'm fine.
mysterious that God doesn't know that he just did
Yeah.
that.
Exactly, guys. You don't know I'm here. I'm never here. I'm just a shadow. Anyways, so he looks around the room. He sees a stick on the ground. He grabs the stick,
Mhm.
goes towards the dummy, and just slashes it twice. One
With a
on
stick.
each.
Just
Not slashes it, like hits it. Sorry.
Okay,
so
it's
hits it.
like a piñata.
Yeah. Why not?
Wonderful.
Actually,
Okay.
he never had a childhood, so he doesn't know how to take it.
That turned dark very quickly.
We love that for him.
Ooh, oh, backstory, guys. I'm not saying it now. Little spoiler. Anyways, he grabs the stick and smacks him twice on both his side. Whapa! Whapa! And that's it.
Okay. We can just do. I'll just call that a melee attack. So that's going to be 5. What's your Hold on. No, I got this, guys. I got it. Tell you what, yeah, you roll me a 1d4 again. The triangle. The triangle one.
Thank you, Eric.
3. Okay, so that is 5, isn't it? Because it's plus your proficiency bonus. So
Yeah.
that's 5 damage. Okay, and Seraphina.
Okay. There is no visible damage on Seraphina's damage. She's done damage. There's no visible.
Okay.
We're getting very frustrated here. Prepare the fist, deck it on the chin, and walk away.
Uppercut.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if this doesn't work, she'll rage quit.
You aiming to
I'm really scared
power
that you're going
its
to
head
suggest
off.
that she goes into her barbarian rage for a bit.
I'm hoping that you miss it and you just hit yourself into the accident.
That would be so funny.
Okay, perfect. So that's just a 4 because it's an unarmed strike. So I'm going to do that. And
Strike says 5 on this.
does it?
There's a lot of
screw it.
scribbling out.
For you, you can have 5 damage there.
Ah.
Right, I'm going to do some maths right now, but like you see, like, you know, the king is still watching, quite appeased with this. Should we see, hold on. Oh, I love maths A level. Okay, this is fun, sorry. Okay, so everyone's kind of like been attacking it. I'd like to say all of your test dummies are looking quite beat up. You know, like Eric's literally does not have a cranium. You know, it's looking very frazzled. You know, there's a bit of like the burn marking searing the leather. And you see that like Pica's is looking. It's definitely looking a bit, but not as much as Eric's. Yeah, it's definitely looked like it's been attacked here.
Yeah.
Seraphina's has just been smashed. Not totally, like it's still in one piece, but maybe you see like a bit of an arm, like it's like the wood's kind of broken a bit, and like, yeah, very much hay is scouring the floor between you guys is. And Kotallo's is looking, yeah, maybe not as devastatingly as that. Maybe it might not have a head if he'd hit that 3rd kick. Beasley the King, he's looking fairly happy with you all, and he's like, well, I suppose, unless anyone would really like to fully destroy my lovely dummies here, I think that should do us, because that leads us perfectly on to... Hold on, my thing isn't opening, guys. I love being professional.
In all fairness, mine would not have been broken just because I used stealth attacks.
I see.
That's how that works.
If
I
it was a real
kill-
person, you'd have knocked him out, no problem.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just like, you know when you kill someone but you don't make a mess?
Oh yeah.
I've
All the
seen.
time. All the
yeah,
time.
obvious.
Happens every day to the best of
Trying
us.
to be
My
subtle
Tuesdays.
about the damage you've caused, I see. I do appreciate that. Well,
So then when people least expect it, you just give it BAM! Wow! Oh my god!
He was hit by a big ass truck.
well, you see the king is kind of looking at you guys a bit like, okay.
Oh, he hasn't heard that.
Oh, you did?
That's between
You
us.
said it. Oh, no, yeah, you're whispering. Okay, hold on, wait.
Whispering from the channels.
Yeah, wait, actually, no, you roll me a d20 stealth.
Oh god.
So what, we'll do this. We'll
Okay. Oh my god.
What was it?
That one.
You say that at full volume. You don't mean to, but you're really excited about this, okay? And you see the king, he's totally like, he raises a bit of an eyebrow, he's looking at you a bit.
What a jokester our friend is.
You see Lucian, he's like smirking, but he's trying not to laugh, he's trying to be really professional right now. Well, this certainly shall be interesting. Yeah, I have some faith that you will all make your way through this, and I'd like to offer you all a gift to show your loyalty to both serve me and as well as the people I hope you aid in your travels. And you see, he pulls out these boxes out of his pocket. Pica, this is what you'd noticed earlier.
You can see Pica like vibrating. Like the wings, like you know when a dog like wags his tail,
Oh my
like
God.
Pica's wings are like.
Pica
oh
is
my God.
stimming in the palace today, guys. You see, he's like he pulls out these like 4 small boxes and starts handing them out to you guys. It's like a sleek black, velvety kind of shape. It's only small, and if you would all like to open it, it contains a small silver pin showcasing the 2 swords clashing with a single eye in front of them. This pupil of the eye holds a small sapphire refracting in this dim light of the training room. I do hope you will wear these with pride, which leads me swiftly on to your first commission if you're all prepared, and rest assured you will be paid accordingly. So, I don't know if you guys want to put the pin on, if you want, like, what you want to do with
It's
that.
going straight on
Yeah.
Pica's like little robe, like straight on there.
So, all of you would be able to just determine that this is your new Kingdom Watch badge
Yeah.
from your little crew that you've made. And you see Lucian shuffle forward, and he's got this kind of, imagine like, parchment. It's like a parchment kind of thing, and it's got the commission details on. And he kind of just holds it out for whoever to take.
As the leader, the self-appointed leader, Eric goes and takes it.
Perfect.
And then he hands it over to Seraphina immediately.
I was actually about to ask you to roll to read.
Yeah, sorry,
So he comes forward and hands that to Seraphina. Are you just going to read it out to the group? Is that just how it works? Okay, so you would read out that there is a commission to help Mrs. Abercroft, and there's a small little picture of this like almost like it's like a drawing, imagine, you know, when there's like a crime and they draw the suspect. It's one of those, but it's of this lady because we don't have phones and selfies going on here. And you see the details, and it says to help Mrs. Abercroft with, as she puts it, reoccurring theft on Dandelion Farm. And there's a little bit underneath, and it says 20 gold pieces each for the commission. So you're reading this out about helping. And I want to be really blatant, Seraphina, you would see that, exactly as I've said, as she puts it, reoccurring theft. You would see the quotation marks are there. Clearly Lucian has some thoughts on this that he is not sharing. But yeah, and it's like, well, I suppose I'll let you all go and discover from the source what's going on there. But do come back afterwards, and I will be sure to get your rewards swiftly to you. And if we're done in here, he will begin with Lucian in tow, walking back up the stairs that you came up. So, what's the plan? What do you guys want to do? Is there any specifics, like, as you're following up, like, instigating a plan, or...
Do we know where this farm is?
Well, depends who is from Adorath.
I am from Adorath.
Well,
Pretty
would
sure
you
I
like
was
to
on.
roll me a history check?
Oh boy. Okay. That is 12 minus 5.
Oh, I remember doing that. Oh, I thought mine was well. It was
Well,
-2.
you would not have... You would have vague recollection of the name Dandelion Farm, though you would not be able to tell which way it is.
Right.
Where's the mountainy bit? I was from that area.
That is very much not in Adorath. That is like to the
Oh, forget
west.
about it, gang. My bad.
Okay, so well,
I suppose I'll ask the king then.
go for it.
Hey, where are we going? Like what? Where's...
Oh, have you not heard of Dandelion Farm? I'd like to think that Mrs. Abercroft is quite the tradeswoman around these parts. And then you see Lucian, he's kind of instantly, he's got his like little quill pen out, and he's writing down some directions for you guys. I won't go deeper than that. And he kind of just goes like,
I take it. Cheers, mate. I hand it to Seraphina.
okay, perfect. So now Seraphina has the directions. So are you gonna read?
So basically, you're gonna leave the castle and
I just haven't got you guys a directions list. So.
Just makes it up on the spot.
geography A level.
Yeah, I guess we just follow you then to wherever we're going.
Perfect. So I like to think this is about a 15-minute walk. So is there anything like you'd like to do as you're leaving the castle? If anyone would like to make a perception check. Actually, hold on, I'll do a little... Okay, actually no, I'm pretty sure everyone's passive perception. You would all very blatantly see that like Lucian and the king are not following you guys out, so you are being left unattended. And they're kind of like chatting amongst themselves, you know, but we'll leave it vague there. So, free game, guys. Not to do anything about it, like, you know, like go crazy with what you want to do. If there's anything specific you want to do in the next 15 minutes of travel time.
I'd like to have a go at Eric's, whatever his name is.
Okay, perfect. Would you like to roll?
Can me and Felis both have a little combined action to go for it?
So what? Would you like to roll me a stealth?
Yes. 18.
You okay?
If you tell me you got nat 20, I'm gonna don't you dare.
Eric, do you want to maybe just roll a perception check?
Perception. That is 18 plus. Where's my perception? Plus 4, 22. What have you got to your stealth? 18.
Oh, what do I add to this, sorry?
Stealth.
Dax. Charlie, the
Plus
perception
four.
is just this.
Wait,
isn't
no,
it?
wait.
That's your
Okay.
passive perception. Perception's in the little box. On
Oh, I thought it was.
plus
I was
six.
between the two.
Plus
Cool.
6 to 18 for me.
24.
24 to
Well-
22. And you got whatever.
Felix
you
also got a 24 with his natural 20. So Felix kind of goes in front of you, and you hardly even notice it, to trip you up. Which leaves a perfect opportunity for Pica to pitter-patter up and however you would like to steal his thing.
I mean, you barely even see it happen. Like, my wings just sort of like swooping around. You don't see
Yeah.
anything, then suddenly gone. Like, you don't even
And
feel
now
it.
you see it.
Just sort of like a
Now
big
you
gust
don't.
of wind passes along your neck, and you're like, oh, it feels kind of bare, but you don't know what I'm on about. Yeah, and I'd like to sort of discreetly tuck it into, like, I've got sort of like, my tunic sort of cloak thing is like very drug dealer-esque, you know, we've got all the compartments inside, all the pockets,
What you want?
whips it out very quickly, puts the little thing inside, and yeah, very excited with the new find.
Perfect. So was that the necklace or the pin that
The
he's
necklace.
just... That's the
Definitely
necklace.
the
Okay.
necklace,
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Does
So-
the pouch
Nothing
get
personal.
bigger every time you steal stuff? It just gets heavier.
I'm sort of like dragged down, my pats get like heavier as I start to walk.
They don't become pets. They become
I want to do a
stalks.
very stealthy check out of Kotallo. I got to see what's going on. He can't know. He can't know
Right.
this.
I'm wearing
no,
a cloak.
no
What can you
problem.
see?
That's what she wants to find out.
So jokes. Okay, perfect. Would you like to...
Oh god.
I'll let you roll a stealth. Would you rather roll a stealth to be sneaky about it to see if Kotallo notices you, or see how much of a good checkout you get of him?
Let's go for it. Let's get a good check out.
You just roll good checkout. Okay, can you just roll me perception?
Perception.
So that's a d20, yeah, and then you just roll that and add your perception bonus to it. If there's any... Oh no, what did she get?
A 2.
2! What's your,
-4.
Oh my god! She's got a -2. Okay, tell you what,
Oh, please.
okay,
let
so
me
you're
see that.
so not
Shrouded in
perceptive.
I'm
You're
not.
so focused on trying to work out what is beneath his cloak that you walk into a pillar as you leave the castle. How horrible do I want to be?
Can I please notice her? Just like.
Can you roll me a 1d4?
D4. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
2.
You've just taken 2 like head-banging damage and you smack your head into the pillar.
Where do I write that?
Current
So in
hit
your
points.
HP box,
So I look a tally.
you can just do like a -2 or something, and then like say you've got 10 hit points left, I think.
So
I've got 16.
Oh, you got 16. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, she's
But
got
temporary.
she's got 14 now.
I
You
don't
can
know.
take hits
Doesn't
from
matter.
her.
Temporary or current?
Oh, current hit
So
points.
-2. Okay. Yeah.
Do I see her get hit on to the pillar?
Roll me a perception.
Damn it. Okay. It won't take damage off of me if I don't
No,
see
no,
it.
no.
Thank God. Is this?
Yeah.
A 5. Damn.
Okay.
what's your perception?
My
Yeah.
wisdom is a 2,
Okay.
which is a 7.
You feel like you hear a kind of thud noise almost behind you, but you don't even
assume
bother
it was
to
me
look.
falling
yeah.
over.
Yeah,
It's not important.
You don't even bother to look back.
No, it's not important. I just hear like metal armor just clang. I just hear and I'm like, oh, that's an awful noise.
Oh, for God's sake! hits the pole with the axe.
I just come and I carry Eric and I'm like, here you go, man, because I just see him on the floor. I pat his head down. I was like, you okay? Good. I just carry on my way.
Amazing. Is anyone else want to do anything? All right.
Pet cat.
You want a pet cat?
Pet cat.
Okay, fine. Actually, do you want to roll me an animal handling? I think it'll be funny. So that's your d20 again, and then your animal handling check.
7 -2, even though I selected it.
Okay. So
With
you
5.
So you guys are pat Felis, but obviously Felis is like has just been aiding and like is almost like getting away from Eric after the incident that has just occurred.
Incident.
And you go to pat him on the head as he's like kind of going fast, and then you end up like almost like hitting him on the leg, and he just goes like, and like it like clearly makes him jump because he's so focused on that. Yeah, Felis is not very happy about that. Okay, perfect. If that's everything that we want to do, perfect. So eventually you get to this farm that's like kind of northwest of the capital. It's this big orange coloured wooden fence in front of you, which is clearly the entranceway. This kind of like dirty, rocky kind of like path leading up. And on top of this, you just see Dandelion Farm is like etched in, almost as if like a kind of knife has gone to it. Not particularly the neatest, but it's almost like inviting. Like it's not like a scary like kind of like etching. Yeah, it's like this delicately painted picture of a dandelion next to it. And as you walk in, these yellow flowers either side of the like path lead up to this lovely pastel yellow cottage in front of these like farming fields and agriculture areas. It's like but you see, just beside the house, this relatively short stump lady wearing dungarees and a lovely little straw hat. There's a little ribbon. And it's a very stereotypical farmer-esque. She's got this curly brown hair, kind of tied up into this ponytail. She's maybe about in her 40s. I'd say only like about 5'2", so a bit taller than some of you, but like for that, yeah, pretty short. And she turns to look at you guys, and she just goes, "Oh my God, can I help you, my darlings?" And all that. And she's like, literally, she just looks so excited to have some visitors, and she's like. This like kind of rosy cheek. She is just grinning, and she's like freckly face, and her eyes are like sparkling a bit. She's just so excited, and then yeah, so
Kotallo's mommy issues are
Already. TBH.
So
if no one's gonna say anything, then self-professed leader. I don't know what I'm.
So
Great.
do you want me to read? So she's basically asking like, "Oh, how can I help you?" Like,
Yeah. Hello there. We're working for the king. We're here to help.
and you just see her eyes that were already twinkling. She's glowing with joy. She is so excited, and it's so blatantly obvious. His Majesty sent you? Oh, lords above, I am so glad he heard my pleas. You see, I've been being harassed these past few days and robbed of my goods. And then she kind of beckons you guys to follow her. And she leads you kind of around the back if everyone's following. I'm guessing there's no complaints.
Yeah.
Leads you around the back of her crop fields. And it's very stereotypical. Like, there's some clear wheat growing to your left, very tall. And then there's some like abnormally large carrots growing, some like far kind of like what you can assume is like lettuce and stuff. And would someone like to roll me a perception check?
Yes. Are we all
All
doing
of
it?
us?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's go.
3.
18!
14.
18!
Okay. So, Kotallo, you would immediately notice this almost like sludgy substance kind of beneath
I
your
got a
feet.
20 because plus 2 wisdom.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty 20. No, you see this like, it's almost this like kind of sludgy, like almost squelch beneath your feet as you're walking. It's nothing like insane, but it's like a thick kind of trail leading into the crop fields. Seraphina, you would notice that there is this trail, but you wouldn't quite notice its texture.
Yeah.
You guys, not a clue. I'll put it blatantly obvious.
Yep.
Not a clue. And she kind of just like, she's like showing you guys like this bit of crop field, which you'd also notice, like passive perception, is what that it just looks like someone has been taking big ass bites out of it. like the soil, it looks like someone's like munching on the soil almost. Which is, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. You see in the wheat part, there's bits where it's like, almost like a trail of the wheat being flattened in a kind of like swirling pattern. And she just is like gesturing to this wildly. Like, they done been stealing from me in broad daylight. I tried writing a letter to pest control, but they never got back to me. I had no choice but to bring this to the top. And yeah, so
Pest control? Pest control? I don't think we can kill rabbits for you. You know?
rabbits? No. And then she's gonna like literally take your arm, Seraphina, and she's going to try and bring you further into the crop field.
She's a strong grandmother.
That would do.
It's only like it's just like very much she's trying to show you, and well, while Seraphina is being dragged, would anyone like to make like investigation? Does that sound like anything anyone would be doing in this situation?
Could I investigate the circumference?
Yeah, go for it. Roll me an investigation check.
Right.
I should be letting you guys come to these conclusions yourself. That's only episode 1.
That is a D.
Yeah, D20 plus investigation, which is on your sheet.
Oopsies.
Oh no!
Wait, that was not.
That doesn't count.
Oh, a 10.
A
Alright. Investigation. Do I have that? Yes, a +6, so 16.
Okay, perfect. You would see a bit to the like left of where Seraphina is currently being led. There is very obviously like a bit of shell almost curving up out from behind some of those crops there. Yeah.
So an animal has done this?
Well, if you're following, are you following Seraphina and them lot, or are you staying behind to go look at that?
I'll go look at something. You
You're
guys.
gonna go. Okay. Are you being very obvious with that, or are you gonna be sneaky?
I'm gonna be a little sneaky.
Oh, you're being sneaky. Okay, can you roll me a stealth check?
I'll roll a stealth check.
Oh, my head's looking.
A 16, and I have a +7.
Okay. Does anyone want to roll perception? Does anyone like? I mean, Seraphina would be rolling with disadvantage because she's being led away. But if
I think Eric would be keeping an eye on Kotallo.
But you can't see me. I'm gone.
no, not yet.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, probably, but
So that's a 2.
yeah. So you have none the wiser that Kotallo is gone. Are you?
Pica's just staring cross-eyed at her, like, yeah, just sort of pattering after Eric, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Kotallo splits off, and Mrs. Abercroft leads you all over, and it's very obvious when she comes across this just fat giant like snail. When I tell you
How big?
I'm talking like it is like as tall as she is with the shell.
Damn.
Oh god.
It is fat. It is looking juicy. You know, like slimy and grim. And she is just like very unhappy about this, gesturing at this like snail, and she's like, "This thing has been eating my crops all week. Do you know how much money I have lost because of these darn things?" And yeah.
What the hell? And he just throws a massive axe at his shell and it just bounces
God.
off.
Wait,
You just said you wouldn't
can you
kill
roll
an
me a
animal.
strength check?
Oh my god.
D20. 12.
And then if you
Where's the strength?
Yeah, where is this?
no, strength
on
is
the
just your
left.
general.
12. Wait, hang on, there's a 16.
Mhm.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
So
12
12
plus
3.
15.
Fifteen.
That's a 15, okay. Yay, okay, perfect. So you do like, can you just roll me? What? I'll make you do. Just do me like, I don't know. Was it with your morning star that you're doing with it?
Probably one of the hand axes because
Oh, one of the hand axes.
Yeah.
The fact that you're engaging in combat with this poor thing is so horrible. Okay,
Exactly.
1d6, please. So
D6.
that's the
The issue is she is rizz or violence. There's no in between. 2.
Okay, hold on, I'm having a look. I don't think, okay, yeah, that's fine. So, you see like this kind of hand axe goes in and it cracks the shell a bit,
Yeah.
but then it doesn't, like, no pieces fall off. It's just like a crack that's come in and your hand axe kind of gets wedged in a little bit, but you manage to just pull that out.
Mhm.
And you see Mrs. Abercroft, she's just looking at it and she is like, in that order. All your listeners at home, she is shook. She is like, okay.
That's quite interesting.
Just wide-eyed.
Yeah, she is like impressed almost, and she's like, do you want to just roll me an insight?
Insight. Of
Yeah.
what? D20.
Yeah, D20.
Okay. A 7. Minus 4.
Oh,
So we're on
Yikes.
3.
you have no idea what she's thinking right now. Okay, perfect. So, this is how it's going to do. Either of you want to make a turn at all? Or should we instigate initiative order?
Can I just poke it?
You just want to poke
I
it?
just want to poke.
Okay, whereabouts are you poking at?
Just sort of the side. Wait, is its head? Is it?
So it's
head
kind
up?
of like
You poke its eye and it just like picks you out.
you see its head is like it's clearly like getting no, its head's still out. It's
Okay.
still out.
Okay.
It's kind of like you see the antenna. It's almost like moving a bit. Try to work out what the hell's going on.
Yeah. Can I just poke it in the antenna? Just give it a little.
Okay.
An eye. Just give it a little.
Tell you what. So are you trying to hurt it, or are you just
No,
interested?
just interested.
You're
just sort of
interested? Okay. So you kind of poke its antenna,
Yeah.
and immediately it literally curls back. Like the head is starting to go back into the shell.
Okay.
It's leaving the little bit of lettuce that it was crunching on. You know,
Solved your problem.
like
Fixed.
That's all you have
Yeah, why
to
should
do.
we say that?
Just finished.
you see this lady. She is like, I do suppose that has solved the problem for a short moment. She's not really sure what to make of this.
Okay.
Is this the only one that we can see?
That you can see right now, yes.
To be fair, I am
Right.
investigating at
But-
the moment.
Yeah.
Have you tried salt?
Do you know how much money salt costs? That's so much work to go lugging these bags of salt to start throwing them at them. I've tried telling them to shoo, but they just keep coming back.
I think Eric's gonna try and pick it up and just move it away.
Okay.
Because if this is the only one in the immediate area, he's just gonna assume that it's the only one. So he's gonna pick it up and move it away.
Okay. Do you want to roll me strength with disadvantage just
Hell
because it is
yeah.
big? It is like
So that is an 18
okay, well
plus
Well,
3.
There we go.
And that is a 17 plus 3.
that's so sick. Okay, so that is a dirty 20. Well, because this like kind of snail has like kind of retreated into its little shell kind of thing, you actually had a good grip around and like I don't know. Would you say what is your hand texture like?
Oh,
Callous?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say either calloused or like sweaty, but not like crazy. So because like the friction kind of there, you kind of like wrap your hands around and like you manage to pick it up. And now you're kind of almost squatting like in a safe lifting like advert for like training. You're like holding it and are you moving away with it?
Right, where'd you want this?
She is bewildered.
We're gonna try and like take it off the property, I guess.
She is like, you see this Adorath, she just looks like she is, you guys surprise her by the minute.
Can you like roll it down a hill or something?
Kotallo's at the bottom of the hill, investigating the whole thing.
I will
Sees
say
a
that
massive-
it's sloped, but it's sloped up to the
Right.
kind of thing, and there's these fields. Is that what you want to do? No! Jesus. Okay.
Devastation.
Let me think.
It's
So
like-
you kind of, Eric kind of shuffles a bit towards where like this like kind of like because it's like imagine like it's kind of like a hill, but it's not very steep. It's almost like as if like a small kind of
Yeah.
natural mound around this like fielding bit. And Eric kind of just goes to like throw it. It doesn't have a lot of air time. It is like quite heavy. But then like you just hear like almost like a thud kind of noise and the noise of like kind of like flattening grass
Yeah.
as it begins to like
Oh no, I'm doing
roll.
more damage than it did.
and it kind of like almost like as if it was a snowball rolling. It's a bit slow and then it picks up a bit and then it's like ground evens out. It kind of like lands on the path and it slows again. And it is now on the path between this like cottage and the entrance gate, and it's just there. It is staying in its shell for now.
Right.
It is just like, yeah.
Amazing.
Can Kotallo come back with an idea? Because I've already
I can say,
done my
'cause-
check.
I was gonna say, if you're going off because it's your turn now, Kotallo.
Oh, right.
It's your turn. We can go to you. So cut away from this snail, you know, like that has just been absolutely like I don't know. What's the word? No, stop. I'm
Roller
trying to think. This is
coaster.
bad. You know when something's been like, if I were to like poke Erin, I would be like something her. violating. This snail has been violated. That's it. Sorry, sorry, Erin. I just needed to use this as an example. This snail's just been violated. It's like a flash cut. And then it's to Kotallo, who is strayed from the group and is going towards this other snail. So what are you doing?
I come back to the group with an idea.
You just go back. You start going, realise it's snail, go back.
Oh no!
You have to look around.
Investigate this.
I thought you investigated.
I thought I investigated while I was gone and everything was happening.
So you investigated to see, and you saw the like kind of snail shell.
Alright. So as I'm investigating, I suddenly hear this shell coming down this hill, and I look behind me, and I'm like, oh, interesting. Well done, Eric. I'll look.
The instant assumption.
I look away. Well, we have a bird with us, and we have a lady that wanted to kill them with salt.
Hey man, I'm
You tell
pretty
me.
beefy. I'm quite strong.
To be fair, feathers are quite slippery. I apologize, I didn't mean to say that to hurt your feelings. Either way, Kotallo goes on his little hunt. He keeps looking at those little goos and slime on the ground until he sees a cave.
Does he? No, you need to roll for that.
Wait.
You need to roll for that.
Do you want to sit here, Sasha?
Never mind.
I'm kidding. Tell you what, roll me investigation.
Okay, maybe I don't see anything. Not bad. I have a 15.
I pretend I do not see, but in
Investigation, a 15, 6, that's a 21.
You don't see a cave.
Okay. I see no cave.
What does he see?
So what are you doing? So you're looking for...
I'm looking at the slime trail because I'm going to where this leads, and I see just like a bunch of snail eggs. And
no, you don't decide what you see.
Oh, never mind.
I like that. Okay, no, you do see that. So as you're kind of walking, you hear like a crunch underneath your feet.
And I just see a bunch of
and then you see that there's these like small
it's
kind
like
of
those
white...
TikTok videos, she's like crunching my snail eggs, and everyone in the comments is getting pressed. Have you not?
Kotallo's getting cancelled, guys.
That's why I was suggesting.
Kotallo's getting cancelled because he has just crushed a small like almost like pocket of these snail legs beneath his feet.
Infesting her garden. So, I see snail eggs. What do I do then?
It's like you swap roles. Charley decides what you see. You decide what you do about it.
What do you want to see? What do you want to do about it now that you've just you've just investigated? You've seen that you've stood on these snail eggs, and you see this very obvious it's just a big snail.
Can I crush them?
Yeah, you can actively go out of your way to crush the snail eggs if you've already started because you've just stepped on some.
Can I crush all of them?
Yeah, go for it. So, what does that look like?
Just a puddle of slime.
Do you just how do you go about stamping on them?
I just
stop
Crunch sound effects.
Oh, dear listeners at home, I'm so sorry. Your ears. Mara is doing Dice ASMR in the middle of a recording.
It's the crunching noises.
I'm so confused. I thought you just decided that you're gonna rub some dice in the thing.
Can I crush them with my feet?
Yeah.
I just stomp my way around.
Yeah, so it looks like Kotallo's hitting the gritty right now.
Yeah, just pulling up some dance moves while no one can see me.
Pica, do you want to roll a perception check?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
11.
Okay, no, you don't see Kotallo do the gritty.
Oh man.
Okay, perfect. So is that everything that you're doing over there? So you just stepped on these?
No more snails can come their way because they're all dead.
Okay.
That's what you think.
Well.
Wait, roll me an insight check. I'll get all this done.
Okay. Ooh, an 8. Where's insight?
The I. Above intimidation.
Intimidation.
Below history.
Oh, nothing. So it's an 8.
So it's just an 8. You know in your head that snails lay a lot of eggs, and that you've just crushed a lot of eggs. So you think you're fine. You think you've just sold it.
Sorry, gang.
Is that are you sorted? Is that it? Are you gonna stay there, or are you
can I go back to the group?
You can go back to the group if you want to.
Can I go back to the group covered in slime because I just stomped on a bunch of eggs?
Yeah. So you're kind of where you're. Are you wearing boots? Or, yeah. So your boots are very shiny now up there. It's kind of almost it's like splattering.
You hear SpongeBob type of footsteps. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so Kotallo's coming back to rejoin you guys. How are we going about what's going on next? This snail is now down this kind of slope almost back like in just like about in the midpoint of the like cottage and the entry gate.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it's moving, or can I assume that it's dead?
It is very much like the shell's on. It's like it's on its side. There's no movement, but it's certainly there, and it's certainly in the middle of her path now.
Kotallo, have you just fallen? Oh, is he there?
Yeah, he's back now. He's back.
Have you just fallen into a lake? Are you happy to see me?
Oh my god! Ew! Punch her.
Can I please?
You can.
Okay. You better help me.
Tell you what, yeah, no, you just like, what are you rolling?
A D20 because you said.
Great, yeah, just roll the D20. Freya, roll the D20.
So,
I'm gonna just do this as contested strength.
Not one!
7! I got a 7.
Okay. So you go to punch her, and you have like a slight reconsideration of like, okay, maybe that's a bit too much, and you kind of like almost like a.
Maybe
it's like
maybe if it's a hit on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's like a bit of a hit on the shoulder.
But an annoyed hit on the shoulder.
And then, how would you like to respond to that with your natural 1?
God, I don't know. You
definitely.
The most embarrassing thing for you to do.
What is the worst way for Seraphina to react to this?
No, I don't want you to hear my first thought.
Okay. I know full well that it started with an M and was 4 letters long.
Okay.
Erin's. This is her Pica era.
All I can think of is math now.
Okay. So do you want me to come up? Do you want me to?
Yeah, you do.
So like, there's almost like this like squeak, and she just goes like ah.
She's very close.
And she sits on the shoulder, and you see her like her mouth just like turns into like a.
Oh god.
So you know, do with that what you will, Freya. As a character. So while this is going on, so any more actions to take against this like snail, or I don't think you guys problem solve.
Yeah. Can I just go investigating to see if there's any more in the field?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. What is
Just
that?
investigation track.
13 minus 5.
Okay, so that's an 8. Well, you know full well that one is there. And it's there. You're looking around, you're like, I can see that a snail's been here. It's probably just this one.
Okay.
That's what you're thinking at the minute.
So I guess I'll go over to it and try and keep rolling out.
So while Eric goes over to this snail shell, Pica, is there any?
Could I go and question Kotallo just by pointing at his shoes and go, sticky? Just to find out what he's been up to.
Of course.
Can I just answer
Would you
back?
like to
You can
share with
answer
the
back.
class?
That's fine.
We're both our characters. You ask, I answer.
Yes, sticky.
Very sticky.
Oh.
Nice.
Just stomped on a
Pause.
That's okay. We can go from
sticky. I'll just be like, yes, stomped a bunch of snail eggs.
So, Seraphina, you're still in the vicinity. Do you hear Kotallo's? Well, are you paying attention enough to hear Kotallo?
I am paying attention.
You're paying attention, yeah. So you also would hear that he's like obviously stood on some snail eggs. Eric's off. Eric's gone.
On a mission.
Are you guys gonna like follow, or are you just gonna?
I'm just gonna roll my eyes at him, to be honest.
I'll follow. I'm gonna go up.
Yeah.
I'd like to follow.
you're left with Mrs. Abercroft. But we'll
Yeah.
cut to this. So Eric's going down.
Attempting to roll it more.
So roll me another strength check.
18 plus
Oh
3.
my
Oh my
days.
god. Okay. Yeah,
I
that's
keep getting
fine.
that once. What is this?
That is fine, yeah. You just like, you start like pushing it. You're kind of like using your shoulder a bit, and it is slowly but surely rolling out of the vicinity.
Yeah.
I literally, Bro has not even had a chance to attack you guys yet. Like, I'll let you guys cook. This is jokes. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's the snail's turn at some point.
Yeah, no, the snail is literally like doing as a snail would do, and it is like hiding in its
Does
shell.
snail
It's
have
not very
a
happy.
purpose?
The snail has never heard of us.
No.
What have we done?
Yeah, you guys are just taking out the snail. Like, I'm out of spite now, the snail is not attacking you guys. Just so you guys are bad people now. No, it's okay.
I mean, I'm not killing it. I'm just moving.
You're just
the house.
Throwing it down
True. True.
I'll say, it's probably like speed. What's your speed?
25.
25. Okay, so you're like very nearly at this like gate that's kind of like obviously still left open because no one closed it behind you guys. And you're getting there. Pica, what is your... Are you just following? Are you watching?
Yeah, I think I'm just sort of pitter-patting behind.
Not helping, just watching.
The sunlight sort of reflecting off the shell. I'm quite sort of
Perfect.
intrigued.
Oh, are you just going to leave Eric to it? Are you just...
Can I wash myself off? Because I'm very...
I mean, maybe if you go... Actually, no, roll me like... Let me think. I don't know what's making you roll.
I have to roll to get clean.
Maybe... yeah, you have to roll to get things. Maybe just roll me just like... No, screw it, never mind. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna... Insight, roll me an insight. I'm so indecisive.
Okay. That's a 10.
That's a 10.
I need to memorize these. It's a +2, so it's a 12.
Okay. You have a good feeling that if you go and ask Mrs. Abercroft, she'll have some kind of like a way to get your shoes clean off. But right now, looking around you, there is nothing. Unless you go and like kick the grass a bit, and that's just gonna get grass stuck in it. No. Okay. So while Eric is pushing this poor snail out, so Seraphina has just stayed with Mrs. Abercroft, and she just looks at you, and she's like, well... and she's just like not really sure what to make of the situation. And she's like, I guess I'm glad that he's taken that out of the property. But what happens if it comes back in?
You throw something at it. And it will go back. Hopefully.
Okay.
Do you want a battle axe?
I'm alright. This is like the most slow and tedious
No, I
thing.
am
Fred
not.
was cooking earlier with the salt and we've just strayed so far from that. Okay, perfect. So
She shut me down. Like,
no, she's just like...
you go get the salt. Where are your priorities? You know? Holding salt or having a snail eat everything. You know,
Fred, how passionately does Seraphina feel about this in her head?
She doesn't really care, but she's getting annoyed because she's not getting listened to.
Okay, tell you what, roll me just a flat kind of like, just roll me a flat d20 because I don't know what to make you roll.
3.
Okay, well, I was about to say add your wisdom, but
-4.
okay, yeah, you have no idea what to do.
No, I'm just stood there like,
You
can't
just
raise up,
stood
can't
with her.
attack, what do I do?
You were just stood with her. Okay, fair enough. I guess we cut back to Eric. Is Eric still rolling the snail shell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, roll me one more strength check.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep rolling and then I'll just kind of sit there and see if it does anything, you know?
Okay.
So my strength is 11 plus 3.
Okay, this time you're feeling a bit tired. You're like, it's getting hard to like keep pushing this. But it does shift. As opposed to rolling now, it's almost like it's scratching against, like it's like friction. It's like just slowly dragging across this path. I will say though, you do eventually get out of the dandelion farm vicinity. You know, eventually. It takes a bit longer this time. It's like maybe more like 2 turns worth of just going like, you try to shoulder it and just try and like... Are you guys still watching? You're just witnessing.
I think I'm
You
gonna
give me a
talk him
hand.
out of it.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna talk to him and just make a plan to end this snail horror towards this lettuce field?
Yeah, it's like, well, it's just her farm in general.
Her farm. Because we need to end this.
How?
Good question.
Could we steal some salt? Pica's big into the thieving idea. Is there anywhere we can
Do
steal
you want
salt
to
from?
roll just like
What if we actually
investigation?
don't steal salt?
Yeah, d20 and then your investigation addition.
9, and then I don't have anything.
Okay, well, you can't see any salt.
What if
Tell you what, actually.
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is +2.
Okay, so
11.
yeah, we don't see any salt.
Okay.
But how familiar would you say Pica is with like human households, or just like humanoid households?
I mean, she's been
How
in
many-
plenty of places to steal. She's
Okay,
pretty
perfect.
familiar.
But you will be able to think in the very back of your mind a little
Yeah.
bit that salt is used as seasoning, and sometimes the only seasoning in white women households.
She had bland for the rest of her life.
Can I start like stomping around going, house soap, house soap, house soap, house soap?
just to pitch that in
Oh my God. So while Pica does this little chant, are you guys going to react to this at all?
I will
Come on,
just...
Kotallo, you're the smart one.
Oh god. I'll probably just... Can I just stop Pica with like my hand just like that and like her like just... I was like, Pica, I don't think the old lady would like to stay with bland food for the rest of her life.
I don't think that's what Pica's trying to say.
Do you say that?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just...
God.
Just a very comical.
Yeah. You see, well, no, you guys don't see, but like to Mrs. Abercroft of Seraphina, she kind of just like points down to whatever is going on. Like she sees Pica doing this strange dance. Is your friend normally like that?
Don't ask me. I mean, I've known her for like 2 hours.
Oh
Like,
Lord.
all she wants to do is take silver stuff, and if you don't have any of that, then she doesn't care about you. From what I'm guessing. She
Oh
won't really
dear.
care. No problem.
She's kind of just like a bit like, oh. Okay, so you still doing your chant like
Yeah, I'm sort of staring at Eric now, seeming as
Right.
Kotallo has
Go
got
on.
me in like a head hold.
Dumb and Dumber. Can I roll to see if I know what she means by
yeah, go
house
for
soap?
it. Do an insight check for me.
Insight. That is 14 plus 6.
Yeah, for sure. That's a day.
Yeah.
You
We gotta go to the kitchen.
Oh god.
Find some salt.
Okay, perfect. So are you
Yeah.
guys gonna go as a group back or?
Could I possibly like suggest that we go out and we get some snail repellent?
Where from?
Good question. What if we can make snail repellent?
I think that's what salt is.
Whoa. What if something that does not kill them but repels them
Does-
away?
Do we know if that exists?
Kotallo, roll me a history check.
Oh, I don't have history, guys.
Yeah, that's just
16!
Yeah, you get a pretty good idea that like some things like salt do in fact like keep the snails away.
Okay.
And you have a good idea in your mind of pesticides, but you're not entirely sure where you'd get that from.
Great, so we're gonna go get salt. Right.
Salt from
Yeah.
the kitchen.
So you guys you guys start going back up this slope. Mrs. Abercroft and Seraphina are relatively close to the cottage, like just witnessing this. And she's like, "Is it gone?"
Probably not.
Yes.
Oh well,
Oh, we just...
that's one of them.
Could I possibly go into the toilet? Definitely not to find the salt in the kitchen.
Roll me persuasion.
Persuasion.
You should ask me to do that. That's my strength, right?
Well, you should have done that then.
Well,
No.
she didn't come
Can
up
we do that
with it.
next?
It's a 17! Do I get +2 by wisdom?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So she's just like, "Oh, go help yourself. It is the first door on your right."
Thank you, ma'am. You don't know how much I've been holding in this bladder.
I'm glad I could help.
Kotallo sees the worried face,
Yes, so-
excuses himself, looks at Pica, looks at Eric, tries to wink but remembers he's wearing a mask and just walks off.
Okay, perfect. So Kotallo is going inside, and that might be where we leave it for today. We have been playing for a little bit, and it's getting to home time. So I guess next time we will see if Kotallo does in fact find the salt.
Does Kotallo ever
Stay
come out
tuned,
of-
guys.